In this video, we're going to be doing a KG IRL trophy tour of all the cool animals and taxidermy we've got over the years. And not only are we going to be looking at taxidermy that we already have finished, but we've also got some mystery crates we're going to be unboxing, some new dad heads that are coming around, as well as one final mystery animal that I'm not going to show you guys until the very end of the video. And that brings me to right here, everybody. This trophy tour video, we've been having a lot of comments everywhere. I'm talking everywhere. Dude, the IRL trophy tour, KG trophy tour. I was like, guys, I don't know if you realize how short of a video this is going to be, but we do have some cool stuff. We are in my basement right now. You may be saying, why ain't it in the house? Why ain't it in the living room? Well, my mom won't let me. Okay, she won't let me put dead animals around the house, so I get a corner of the basement. How you like that? And I mean, this video is going to be pretty dynamic, okay? There's a lot of things. We got some taxidermy here. We got some taxidermy back here. We've got a raculator. We're going to be scoring some of the other deer. We've got boxes that we've not opened yet full of taxidermy. And then we have the mystery one that's coming at the end, which is, I'm not going to say anything about it, okay? I'll let your imagination run wild. Let's get straight into it. Boom! Let's look at some of the first ones. This one, if you remember, this is Randy the Red Fox, and a throwback from quite a long time ago. So Randy the Red Fox, you know, I don't even know if Randy was like anything special, but he was just a red fox, and man, did he get stuck in the wrong trap, because I brought him home with me. But yeah, that's Randy. He's just chilling. I don't know how long I've had him, but it's been a while. And he's doing pretty cool. Got a pretty slick pose. Just a chilling red fox.
I like that it's on the rock.
I do too. It's kind of cool. I don't know why we decided to go with a rock, because we don't have rocks like that. Moving on, we have what was the biggest deer I'd ever killed up until this year, actually. And man, is it dusty. This was a long time ago. This was 2017. It turned out to be a 10-pointer. But it was actually a 12 if you count these two, which I do. So 10, 12, you know, it's whatever. Pretty good deer. It's all right. I'd shoot him today. But that was a pretty cool video because you could tell I had no idea what I was doing. I was just posted up with a 223 shooting full metal jackets. That's a joke, by the way. Maybe. Shot him, didn't bleed at all, but then ended up dying like 20 yards away. And I had to have my uncle come help me because I couldn't look that far and I didn't know how to track. But we got him. Moving on, we have this dude. This dude wasn't actually that long ago. This is Sean, a deer that we'd actually named and seen the year before. But yeah, Sean, I saw him, he saw me, shot him. That's about how it went. Boom! We have my second ever black bear. Actually, this is the first time I ever hunted with Kirk. This is before Kirk's channel. Whenever I went bear hunting and killed this bear with Kirk, I think he had like 2,000 or 4,000 subscribers. So, early subscriber. But we went up, you watched the video, we done it with dogs. That was super fun. Up to this point though, this was actually my first bear back here on this random shelf. But I killed this one with my buddy Ross in Idaho. That was the first big adventure I think I really went on all the way out to Idaho and had to hike a lot. And it wasn't necessarily a giant bear, but it was a pretty good one. But yeah, that was my first bear. That was my second bear. Over here, this one I actually did on my own. This was, I believe, the chocolate bear I killed with Ross. Another spot and stalk the year after. And this was a lot bigger bear. You can look at their skulls. This one's smaller than that one. Didn't end up keeping the fur because it had done some rubbing. You can see in the video. Its fur was really cool, but it was like a weird time or something where some of their fur was coming off. I think it was spring, so they was like losing their coat. But that was super cool, and I actually had beetles do it myself. Now let's do one more, and then we're going to talk about something else for a minute. This is my first buck ever, son. First buck. Dropped him, but I didn't kill him. Okay, you know how those goes? Pulled up. This was pre-YouTube. So this DNA right here is from a long time ago. This was before I was YouTubing at all. I probably killed him when I was 12. It was a long time ago. Boom, 243. Dropped him. But I didn't kill him. I hit him right in the shoulder perfectly, 243. This leg was just dangling, but he was still totally fine. He started creeping over, got up in a fence. Luckily, it was growed over the briars, so that's where he ended. And then I walked up and shot him twice more. Big 6-point. Still got hair falling off. Let's finish out the corner real quick. We got a ruffed grouse. That was in Maine. I went up there deer hunting. Didn't end up killing a deer, but I did kill a grouse, and by golly, I got it mounted. And it was sick. And Rodney, the guy I actually went deer hunting with, he's also a taxidermist, so he actually gifted me this for the I don't know, because he's a good guy, I guess, but it's sick. I may not have came out with a deer, but I definitely came out there with something. And we'll go through real quick. Here we got that turkey. We got that turkey. One of these is an Osceola, but I can't tell. So, and here we just got some beards hanging up. I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool. I got 2 beards I've not hung up yet, but check this one out. 4 beards. 4 beards in there. Or shoot, there was 4 beards. There may just be 3 now. There used to be 4 beards on this turkey, but that was a cool one. But now let's take a step back and let's talk about something interesting. So as y'all know, this year we killed a moose. This year we killed the snowy buck. We killed a snowy bear. We killed the Big 10. But you may be asking, where are they at? Sit down with me. Let's talk. So here's the thing with taxidermy. Okay, you know, we go on all these videos, we kill all these cool animals, and a lot of them are super cool, but it costs money and it takes time. So I'm not gonna go into specifics, but for a deer mount, it can cost anywhere from, I've seen it for $350 and I've seen deer for $1,200. Both shoulder mounts like that. So like, whenever you're playing Hunter Call the Wild, or if you're playing a game or something, trophy tours are cool because it costs fake money and you can instantly get it. Sometimes if you want to mount a buck like that, it could cost $1,200 and take 3 years. For example, the blacktail deer I did almost 2.5 years ago, I have still not got that mount. Now it is being worked on, I'm pretty sure, wink wink, I hope so, but I just ain't got it yet. So that's the thing, not everything I've killed is mounted here. Not everything I killed is getting mounted because it just stacks up and costs a bunch of money. But let me show you what we're going to be doing, and let me show you a way we can actually get around that. So it's a new app that just came out, and it's called Trophium. What Trophium is a digital trophy lodge. So right here you can see my profile, and then I've actually been adding in all the cool kills that I've got, whether I taxidermy them or not, whether they're here or not, don't matter. I can put them in here, and it's completely free. So for example, the blacktail deer I was talking about, right here it is in the app. It's a nice 3x4. However, it's not back yet. But what's cool is I have it in the phone. Let's talk about another big one that's not here yet. It's the snowy buck. With the 4570, you can actually click on the picture, zoom in, and this app actually holds the full quality, so that's nice. But yeah, the Ohio buck with the 4570, ooh, interesting story, let me tell you that. Whenever I killed this deer, it was also the biggest buck I'd ever killed in my life, because now it was bigger than that 10 and that 10, because it was bigger than both those bucks, so now that was the biggest buck. And the plan was to actually mount that deer shoulder mount. But then guess what happened? I killed another deer, which was the biggest one of my life. You already know, the Big 10. And unfortunately, the Big 10's not here yet. It is getting taxidermied, but what we can do is on the app, I went ahead and uploaded all the pictures, even the ones I couldn't put on Instagram or couldn't show on YouTube, like this one, where it actually shows the arrow hole. That's the kind of things I can put on Trophium and not worry about pretty much anything. Because I know they're not going to take this down, because just what the app is. It's a free app. It's free money-wise, and it's free freedom-wise too. Some more that we got to go through on the app. The Florida deer. We literally just did this very recently. We ended up killing this at an airport. Not the biggest buck in the world. And you know, this is probably one that, whenever we're talking about money and time, I'm probably not going to get this deer mounted. I do think I'm going to get it European mounted, which is like the skull mount. And we've got some cool skull mounts over there. We're going to take a look at those in a minute. But with that deer, it's still awesome. I still want to remember it, but I just don't want to pay $800 to get to remember it. We can do it in Trophium, and we can keep all the data here. Also on the app, you can start going down, and you can actually put in a lot of details. Like you can put field notes, you can put private notes, you can even put location if you want to, and then people can comment on it if you want to. You can also keep it private too though if you want. Another one of the biggest ones honestly, it's the moose. Eastern Canadian moose with a bow. That one's definitely getting mounted, but like I was saying, it's gonna take some time. So it's not gonna be here this year, might be here next year.
That one will probably take a while.
That'll probably take a while. Basically on this app, after I get down with a big hunt, even if it's a small hunt, like dude, check out this beaver. Like, I ain't gonna mount the beaver, but I wanna keep the pictures of it, and this is where I like to keep them. Oh, and then this one, we didn't mount this one either, but it's a gigantic feral hog. I think we weighed it at 300 pounds. Like, what in the world is that? That's bigger than me. That's almost twice as big as me. Scary. The Ohio flintlock buck, that was a good one. Alabama? Yeah, Alabama. We're not going to mount it. We're going to Euro mount it. Once again, we just don't have it back. So, it's nice to have it in here. Let's look at some more of these. Oh, the gators. Whew. That one's sick. Also, I was gonna say this, on the Big Ten, I went ahead and let it generate the trophy details. It scored it as an estimate at 147. That was its guess. And I went ahead and took it off because I was like, it's not confirmed. But we've not scored the Big Ten either. We're gonna score him as soon as he gets back. But y'all can take a look at some of these pictures and you let me know what you think this dude may score. I'm not huge into scoring deer, but it is a cool way to quantify how big deer are. And you can put fish on here too. There's the albino catfish. I caught him a couple times. It was pretty cool. Got some iguanas, giant hog, the elk. We don't have it back yet. Nutria rat, because who's mounting a rat? Nobody. But I can put it in the app. But the Trophium app, it's completely free. If you use the link in the description, you can actually visit my trophy lodge on here and look at all that stuff and even follow me for whenever I post new stuff. And Trophium's also like a social media where you can see other people's posts and you can look by animals specific. But if that is something you're interested in, I really like it a lot. First link in the description, you can download it super easy and it's completely free, which is great. But now let's take a step over to some deadheads and European mounts. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Up here, I took this, it wasn't on video. I think they call that a jackalope. That was a trophy for sure. No video evidence about it. Don't ask about it. I'm not letting you know any details. But 1 of 1,000, more like 1 of 300 Win Mag took him out. Up here, I have a golden antler. If y'all remember, we did a golden antler giveaway. This is not the same antler. This is another golden antler giveaway, which we've not given away yet. This buck right here is insane. This is a gigantic deer. And you can see the moss growing on it. I don't think I had this on video, but this was actually at Gary Pond. This was the first year we had Gary Pond. I was out walking around. I found this thing and I was like, this is crazy if this is the kind of bucks I'm gonna kill here. 3 years later, I've not killed a single deer on the property. But anyways, moving on down, we have this buck, which my uncle found. Something light, nothing heavy. This is the shed we found literally just last video. I think this was Lil Ronnie's. So this is the only shed I found so far this year. But if you come down here at the little shed rack, this one was cool because this is a blacktail antler and I found it on the same hunt as the blacktail. So we've got a whitetail, we got a blacktail. Uh-oh, my dad found that one somewhere, I don't know. This one I found at Gary Pond. This one I found at Gary Pond. This one I found at Gary Pond. And this one I found at Gary Pond. So Gary Pond low-key producing. I don't know how I found that, but I think I did step on it. But I just keep some of the sheds down here at the bottom. Then this one, I don't know. And this is the only one from this year. This buck, we just got it back. And oh my goodness, let me get at this out on the floor. You may be saying, KG, when did you kill that stud? I didn't. You may be saying, KG, when did you find that stud? I didn't. I stole it. What happened? My buddy actually found this. It was stinking real bad. And so he brought it up here because no one cares if it stinks in the hip here. He left it and he forgot about it. So then I took it and now I got it. If he wants it back, I guess he can have it, but he'll have to fight me over it. Right here in my hand, real quick though, we have the Raculator, which is like a thing you've probably seen a bunch of ads on. I'm gonna run through this real quick and just see a score. Go ahead and comment below, what is your guess? This is a big 8 and I guess 5, so a big 9-pointer. Take your guess. I'm gonna score him real quick and see where it comes out to. But first, before we score the deer, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, Chime. And today we're going to talk about Chime's high yield savings account. The account earns 3% APY, which is 7 times the national average. That means your money actually grows instead of just sitting there in the account. There's no monthly fees, no minimum balance, so you can keep what you save. And signing up only takes a few minutes. To put it into perspective, if you put $5,000 in a traditional saving account, you might earn $20 that year. But with Chime, you'd save around $150, so a pretty big increase. I like saving everything from short-term goals to emergency savings. It's just money you have that you didn't before. So right now you can get up to $350 with a new Chime account when you sign up with the link. And if you want your savings to actually work for you, check out Chime's high yield saving accounts down in the description or for the QR code on the screen. And that's a lot of money, especially when you got a bunch of dogs to feed. Feeding dogs is not free at all. Now let's get back to scoring this buck. Pretty much, it'll be pretty much 14.5. Do that, and then you roll it up and it counts it. Watch this. You do that and then it rolls it up and counts it. 16 1/8. I'll keep doing the rest and we'll see what this dude comes out to. dang, that's big. All right, y'all ready for this? The final score is, what's your guess?
My guess, if I picked it up, I would say it's high 130s. So like I would say it touches 140, so 144.
According to my calculations, which weren't perfect, 135.
Yeah, that's a dang good
That's
deer.
a good one, I like that. And now this deer right here, anybody recognize this 7-pointer? It's actually my dad's. First and only buck. Let's not forget, we still have the trophies outside that we gotta unbox, and that big one coming later. Anyways, let's keep on going. I like these. This isn't a mount or anything, but these drawings, or these little chart things, I just really like them. I got one for turkeys. I've killed an Eastern and an Osceola. I've not killed these two. So, who knows? Maybe one day we'll get to do that. Here we got the mink, the killer mink. First and only mink I've ever caught. And that's actually the first mink I'd ever seen. And this particular one, take a look at it. It's got chicken eggs because it was actually a chicken killer. And my buddy Cole Foote actually taxidermied this and did a super good job. This is his Instagram right here. If y'all want to follow him or in this area, want to get him to taxidermy some stuff, he's good. And that's because he also did this muskie over here. I believe that one right there is probably 44, 42, or 46 inches long. I'm not sure. But here's the thing. Okay. That muskie is not real. Okay. That's actually a fiberglass remake of one. But I've never caught one that big either. But I have done this muskie video, and I did catch this muskie on a rat lure. So he was going to recreate one, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and bump it up 4 inches. Make it a little bit bigger, because maybe one day I will catch it. So that's like a giant muskie. Never caught one that big, but maybe I will one day. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as that one goes. Here we got some cool skins. We got this skunk skin, which someone actually sent in fan mail. So one of y'all gave me that. Really cool. And then also this possum, the same exact way. One of y'all actually gave me the possum. And this is actually a gift from my buddy Vinny at Pelican Bone. We was down there and I got to meet him in Louisiana, and he actually gave me a giant gator skin. Look at that. And this is one that he went out and trapped with his tag. All right, guys, now it's time. I think we're gonna get into the unboxing part of it. Like I was saying, I mean, we've killed a lot of animals, but a lot of them's just not here. So, killed this buck. It was out in Utah, probably. No, I didn't kill that. It's not real, guys. It's fake. It's a small figurine. But underneath of it is like some kind of brown fur. Someone sent me that in fan mail, and I'm not sure what it is. It's the size of a rabbit. It might be a mink, because it's the same color as the mink. But I don't know that. That's the thing. I don't know.
Squirrel.
The squirrel, yeah, I did forget about that. All black, melanistic squirrel. Here's the thing. Depending on where you live, this squirrel may or may not be rare. But where I live, it is. So I mounted it. And it's epic. I mean, apparently some places, black squirrels are like every squirrel. But it's just where some kind of weird population control or something like that. But anyways, once the genetic was in there, the genetic just lived. So, but here, black squirrel, not normal. But now let's head on outside. We're gonna unbox these things. But first, there's another trophy, which I've not actually mentioned yet. And that trophy is the meat. We got the 2 freezers here. Check them out. Now this one, it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Let's see, and some of it's a little old. Like the bison steak, we haven't eaten it all. But we got bison, we got some elk up here. We didn't eat all the elk either yet, but that's a good thing to have a little bit more. Pretty much everything else, we have some gator here, alligator. Everything else that you see is moose. So we got a lot of moose meat. After we get done doing this, we're going to eat more moose. So I eat moose pretty much every day. We got 400 pounds of meat from the moose. I don't know how long it's going to take to eat it, but probably 2 years. And that wasn't even all the moose meat, because this one's got a lot of moose meat in it too. But everything that we kill, somebody eats. It's just, for me, I ended up killing a moose earlier in the season, so all the deer I've been killing, all the bear and all that cool stuff, we give those away to other people. So I ended up killing the moose, and that gave us a ton of meat. So this moose meat was stacked up to here, and we've eaten that much burger so far. But then it's this crate, that crate, a crate under it, and then these 2 crates too. And then, you know, we got chicken nuggets from all of our chicken hunts. But let's go unbox. These are cool. These are really cool. And there's 3. We have this crate, and then we got this box. Let's open the box first. KG Pocket Knife coming out. My buddy Cole also did this one. You know what this is?
I think I do.
A lot of paper in here. But I guess this is what you need to ship it in a box. So comment below if you guys know what this is. I gotta be real careful too, because this is art. This is art. It's a pronghorn. This is a super fun hunt. I like this one. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, baby. I guess I can grab it by his antler. Horns. Do not want to mess this up. All right, he's free. Boom, son.
Dude, that's cool.
Pronghorn. An antelope. Cool. Look at him, dude. How cool is that?
That's
like it's a pronghorn antelope. Look at that. Look at the prongs on him. Now this video was super cool. This is my longest shot ever. Over 500 yards, and we're not gonna speak much about it because it didn't end very well either. I ended up had to basically turn him into a tripod with 3 legs, and then we chased him around for a while and then finally ended up killing him. So this exact hunt didn't go the way we wanted him to, exactly. But now we're going into this one. This one's gonna take some screws. I kinda need a drill, but we'll be all right. All right, we'll get back in a minute. All right, last screw. This one's gonna be crazy. This one's a good one. This is a lot of people's favorite. I'm lifting the lid. Setting it right here. First, let's start with this. What we have is, hold up. It's nailed down. The bison skull. The bison European mount. This is a very popular hunt that a lot of people like, including myself, because it was super epic. I got free super glue because I got to put the horns on it, which is fine, I guess. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's cool.
This just shows you how big this thing is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look how big the head is. And I'm about to pull the horns out right here in a second. And I wonder how I'm supposed to glue them on. I don't know. I ain't thought about this. Look at that. I don't know if this is the left or the right.
Seems like that's the right way.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell.
I don't either. That look right? Or do they sweep on back?
I don't know.
I need to look at a picture of it.
You killed him.
This dude was a tank. Like, he took 3 bullets from a 300 PRC, finally being able to kill him with a heart shot. So, I think they actually come back like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Look at that, dude. Ooh. Ooh. Where do you put this? And now we have the elk. And this is the real reason why the box is so big. Oh, and it barely fits. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. It barely fits. All right.
Oh, dude, that's it.
Elk. This is my first and only elk I've ever killed. It was a 5x5. Was able to do it out in Utah. Crazy, because it was a 1-day hunt. We was ready for that to be a 5-day hunt and still may not get one. Boom, we roll up the morning hunt. We end up seeing them way off. Luckily, the guy I was with just knew the area really well. He was like, man, if they went there, then we can go there, sit here on this hill and watch them come out of their bedding. And they did exactly that. He was like, I didn't actually expect it to work, but okay. Daggone. This is the elk. What do you think?
Dude, that's a lot bigger than I kind of thought it was.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 5x5.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest elk in the world, but
I didn't realize their heads were that big.
For an over-the-counter rifle hunt, that's good.
That's really good.
Really good.
He's real tight, doesn't it? Like
tight in the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this thing just... Ooh! That and the bison? Daggone, son. And here's what it'll look like if it's on a wall. So pretty cool. And now for the rest of the day, I've got to figure out a place for this to go. But there's still one more mystery animal, one more mystery trophy that's coming in. It's in the mail right now and it should be arriving any day. So next time I see you, we'll have the last and final mount to open. And here we are. here's the box. Open it up with the KG pocket knife. I don't know for sure, but just by what I know this could potentially be my new favorite mount. I mean, it's gonna be pretty cool. Ooh! A lot of stuff in here. A lot of random stuff in here. Oh, snap. This thing is massive. Y'all know what it is now? It's the alligator. It's actually the big one that we ended up killing with Kirk in this video right here. I think it ended up being a few inches shy of 12 feet. That was really crazy, really fun, gigantic alligator. Let me put all this back, then we're gonna actually unbox the head itself. But you may be thinking, Kendall, you didn't kill that alligator. Why did you get it mounted? And the answer to that is true. I did not kill it. Kirk killed it. However, I was there, so I'm counting it as an assist. Game's a game. But then you also may be saying, but Kendall, didn't Kirk mount that alligator? And that is also true. However, because the alligator only had one head, and I, in my heart, counted it as an assist, I went online and bought a head that was the same size. And honestly, unless you're watching this video right now, you never know this ain't the real gator. Unless you're Kirk. Kirk probably knows. But we did measure the head, and we did get one that's practically the same size. And by golly, this thing is massive.
Don't look as big on the camera.
Really? Because this is massive in person.
It's huge. Oh my gosh.
How big? Does it look big now?
Yeah.
That's literally what we were dealing with. I will say, the one that we were dealing with, the one that we actually caught, had way less teeth than this. But you can take a look. This head is 23 inches, and this is about the size that we got. So is that not wild?
It's huge.
Look at the teeth on it. Like, imagine getting your arm caught in that. You're done. You're donezo. But that right there, I gotta say, is probably one of my favorite mounts I have. Dude, and you know what's crazy?
What?
Look at this.
What is that?
This is the bullet it was killed with.
What?
That's the final bullet that wherever this was actually killed, that's the bullet fragment in his head right there. Because that's lead. That's not his head. And that's why this little piece is broke right here, because that's where the bullet ended up going. I'm dead. This is big. Yeah. What do y'all think about that? Do you think it's fair game that I took an assist and I'm counting it? Or do you think that's cheat? And do you think that's lying? I counted as an assist because I was there. The only thing that you could argue wasn't an assist is that on this gator, I didn't actually touch the fishing pole, I didn't boomstick him, and I barely touched him at all. But
wait, so how'd you assist him?
I was there, moral.
Oh, okay.
Hey, emotional goes a long way.
That's true.
That concludes the trophy tour. If y'all are interested in the free Trophy Tour app, click the link down in the description and download Trophium. And once you download it, this is my profile. You can go ahead and follow me to start keeping up with all my kills too. It's a really cool app, and I know you'll like it.